What is up, bees? Welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, we're going to be cooking crispy pork belly. So I'm going to show you guys how to make your crispy pork belly crispy. It's really simple, which is great because it's so easy to make when you have a large bunch of people, especially with Christmas coming up. But it's also a very versatile dish, so you can have it with bows, you can have it with wraps, or you can have it by itself. It's really delicious, and I will be showing you guys how to make it today. We went to the meat emporium and we got 2 pieces. Each of them is about 1 kilo. We got 2 and we're gonna make some crispy pork belly for you guys. So first we need to wash the meat. Make sure that it's dry. We're gonna damp it with some paper towels. So it's really important that the pork belly is dry, otherwise it won't be crispy. So now we've got 2 pieces, they're pretty much dried. Flip it so that the skin is facing up. Usually we like to leave it in the fridge overnight so all the moisture gets sucked out, but we don't have time today, so sometimes we do leave it in for about 3 to 4 hours and it still turns out okay. So that's what we're gonna do today. Once that's dry, you just put some salt over the top. That's not enough. Pretty much just coat it lightly, and what the salt does is it draws out moisture from the pork, and that's what's going to make it crispy. Now all we have to do is set it in the fridge uncovered. This is the first round of patting, and it's already so wet. We're gonna pat it down some more, get rid of all the moisture that the salt drew out. I'm gonna sprinkle a tiny bit more and put it back in the fridge. Hi guys, I'm back. So we just finished shopping and now we're gonna check on the pork belly. Here it is. We're making sure that it's dry. I'm gonna pat it once more. Now that's dry, we have to prepare the marinades. We'll set that aside. You need soy sauce, shaoxing wine, garlic cloves, but we're gonna use minced garlic today, and brown sugar. Because we've got 2 kilos of pork belly, we're actually using double the amount. So half a cup of soy sauce, 2/3 of a cup of this shaoxing wine, 4 tablespoons of brown sugar, and then just 4 cloves of garlic, but we're going to estimate this with the minced garlic. About a spoonful. Give this a good mix until the sugar is all dissolved. That's good. So what we're going to do is transfer the pork onto a separate tray because you want the marinade to go around the pork so it's not touching the skin. That way the skin can stay crispy for later. Pour the marinade into the trays, making sure that it's not touching the skin, so we have to pour it really carefully. made one more serving of the marinade because I realized it didn't actually cover the whole pork belly from the side. So now the marinade is done. We're going to put it back in the fridge so that it can soak up all that flavor. Once again, the marinade should be in the fridge marinating for a couple of hours or preferably overnight as well. And now we just wait. Alright, so we took the oven tray at this size and we're just going to be covering it in foil because that's where all the fat drips down later on, so we want it to be as easy as possible to clean. So now we just put a oven rack onto the tray of foil, so that way it can catch all the oil at the bottom. Let's take the pork out with the marinade. We're going to take the pork out of the marinade, but we have to be really careful not to let the marinade touch the pork. I mean the skin. So now we need to cover all the skin with a layer of salt. And I like to use a knife just to spread it out evenly and make sure all that skin is covered so that it protects the skin from being burnt. So we need to fill the bottom of the tray with water. And that's going to help steam and cook the pork belly. So I've added about 2.5 cups of water and we preheated the oven to 180 degrees. Okay, so that's in the oven and it's going to stay in there for about 40 minutes. Okay, so now we're taking the pork belly out of the oven and there's all this salt on it and we need to remove it, so it's still really hot. So now the salt is all taken off, we need to add a bit more water just because it's getting a little bit dry. So after we took it out of the oven, we turned it on max, which is 250 degrees Celsius, and we've added a bit more water, taken off all the salt. We're just going to put it back on for another 30 minutes. It's so crispy. We have decided to eat it with some bowls. So this is really easy. You can buy these pack of ones from Asian supermarkets and you pretty much just heat it up, put the pork belly in, put some sauces, and we also prepared some vegetables to go on top with it.
Took on that punch.
And it's as simple as that. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, make sure you leave it in the comment section down below. If you haven't checked out any of my other cooking videos, make sure you check that out as well. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.